Welcome. I'm Cassandra, and this is your general and love forecast for November 2017. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I ask if this does not resonate with you to please check your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign combinations. Sometimes if your Venus differs from your Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, you might want to check that also. Now I've already got all of your cards shuffled. I have the first set laid out. We will be clarifying. So without any more wait, let's get to it. I apologize for the delay. Here we have the Sun. This is in the reverse position. So are you guys feeling a little bit depressed? Maybe being pessimistic? Are you focusing on all of the negative things? Are you worrying too much about the situation? Fears and doubts can be an issue here. Maybe you might be wondering if something is too good to be true. Are you experiencing a lack of confidence? Something you want might be delayed. If the something that you want is a relationship, you may feel like you have a dark cloud hanging over you, or your relationship in general. But this is only temporary. This is a state of mind that you can change. You know, there's probably some setbacks that have occurred here recently. So those setbacks, I feel, may be leading into you guys potentially being depressed or a bit pessimistic and maybe focusing on fears. So you need to try to be optimistic. Try to find the positive around you, because there's plenty of positive things around, but sometimes when we get caught up in a setback or a loss, we just kind of completely lose sight of all the positive things that we do have in our life. So maybe try to shift your focus away from all the negative and try to focus on what you do have. This might help. Now, for your circumstances, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse position. So, the Queen of Swords in reverse, she's basically saying you're thinking with your heart and not your head. Are you isolating yourself more than normal, Pisces? Because this could be an indication of that. Maybe you have a relationship that's been clouding your vision and your perception of things. Overall, you need to refocus your goals, and you need to try to channel some confidence and assertiveness. So don't take the quiet approach. You want to put out there how you are feeling. You know, don't become overbearing about it, but, you know, don't be afraid to speak your mind, okay? Don't let fear keep you from doing this. You need to make sure that people know how you feel. Now, this will be the focus point here, and this is Temperance. So, this card is also about moderation in all things. This card is also about being emotionally balanced. And Temperance is basically saying here, you can find peace within yourself. And, you know, you may be learning about patience. You may be forced into situations where you're learning to have to be patient, you're learning to have to be tolerant. And for some of you, this is not going to resonate with all of you, but for a few of you it will. Some of you may be going through a divorce. And some of you might be going through a custody battle as well. You just need to stay calm, stay patient, and you will win, okay? This can indicate that you're working with others and you're seeing their skills and what they bring to the table as well. And this allows you to be able to see the other person's or other people's viewpoints as well. But to me, I always say, with Temperance upright, teamwork equals dream work. So essentially, learn the patience, perseverance. You learn them, and you're going to prosper. No doubt about it. And also, the Queen of Swords, she can be a lawyer as well. So that's why I said, for some of you, this will resonate. But it's not going to resonate for every single one of you. But I have to throw these out there, because they will resonate for some people. Okay, now this is more of a passing energy. You may still be in this energy field, or you may have already gone through this. And this could even go back to 6 months, or this could literally go back to, you could still be experiencing this right now as well. Now this is the Seven of Cups in the reversed position. So, Seven of Cups reversed. This is basically indicating that you have made a choice, because this is a decision needs to be made type of card, but you have so many multiple choices to choose from. It's also considered a wish card as well. But now that it's in the reversed position, you have made your choice. Sometimes with the Seven of Cups in reverse, this can indicate that there needs to be a stripping away of any illusions. Sometimes you might feel unclear. Some of you may feel confused, but you will be breaking through this illusion and confusion type of feeling if you have not already, okay? So don't get overly concerned about it, because you will break through it. But overall, you just need to continue to focus on your chosen goal and just continue going after it. But be very clear about what you want and what you need out of this choice that you made. So you need to get very clear on what you want out of it and what you need out of it. Now, this would be your present. So you would be feeling this energy already. This is the Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands, this is a creative spark, okay? Some of you may be starting a new project. Maybe some of you might be leaving an old job or an old career and starting a new one. But ultimately, you're definitely taking a risk. You're stepping outside of your comfort zone. This could be a creative type of project, like poetry, writing, painting, singing, arts, design, beauty, music, even metaphysical type interests. This could also be holistic healing. And overall, it's time to blaze a trail of your own. Leave your own footprints in the sand. You guys are very creative, so I feel you guys could do very well with this energy. But don't let fear hold you back, especially if you love to do something. Do it. Don't let fear or fear of failure get in your head and take you over, and then you start getting negative and pessimistic. Don't let the fear get you, okay? Now this would be your near future, which would be about a week and a half, 2 weeks away. Some of you may be even feeling this coming, or some of you know this is already coming. This is the Six of Swords. Now, this is moving away from a sad condition. You and your family might have experienced much loss. The home life is definitely disturbed. You know, there could be a lot of family disputes going on. Sometimes there is a loss that just has everyone apprehensive and kind of at each other's necks. And sometimes this can be an unfortunate work situation. But overall here, you know, this is a move away from that condition. Now this can be an actual literal move, okay? And seeing how he's on the water, you know, this would indicate it would be more of a distance away from where you are now. But this can also be more of a mental type state as well. Maybe you guys have had a hard time letting go of a loss that you guys have been through here. Maybe you're having a hard time letting it go. But the Six of Swords is showing up to say it's okay. You need to move to the other side of the shore here, or you need to move to the other side. Say to your subconscious mind, everything's going to be okay. You can find peace on the other side, so to speak. So again, this can be more of a mental thing, or it could be more literal, as in an actual move. As I said, we're going to clarify, so we're going to get more details. Okay, this would be your overall attitude and view of things. And this is the Ten of Cups. This is the Mars and Pisces card. Now, the Ten of Cups, this is our happily ever after card. And you know, family contentment, happiness, you know, good marriage or a good relationship, you know, just an overall happy home. This can also indicate personal happiness as well. But the cups are definitely significant of creative type things as well, so maybe you could find happiness within a certain project or a hobby or a, you know, a talent that you have. Now, this is how other people would see you. And this is the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands, she's got self-assurance, okay? And she has an undistracted, calm demeanor about her. And she's very creative herself. And maybe you might come up with a creative solution to one of your problems. Quite possible. But this Queen of Wands overall, she has a lot of intuition. And, well, so do you, Pisces. So, definitely use your intuition, which you guys do so daily. Now, typically she is a Leo woman, so she's very dominant. Like, when she's around, you know she's around. But, you know, not only is she dominant, she's determined as well. Sometimes she likes to rock the boat a little. Now, this is more of a hopes or fears type of position. Now, this is our Neptune card, Hanging Man, the Hanged Man. So, the Hanged Man is one going into contemplation by their own choice. And they're contemplating a major change and making sacrifices that they've not made before. Well, this is totally Pisces right here. So, on the surface, this is very fitting. But maybe you're considering making sacrifices for some creative endeavors, or maybe for a happy relationship, a happy home. Here's the final outcome. This is the Eight of Wands. Now, with the Eight of Wands, this is swift action and movement in your affairs and towards your goals. But you need to take things one thing at a time. And things are moving in the right direction, okay? And sometimes this can indicate a new love interest. So that is a possibility for some of you. And sometimes this can indicate travel by air, so in an airplane. That may resonate with a few of you, so some of you may be traveling on an airplane in relation to one of your goals. Maybe some of you are getting ready to go on a vacation. Maybe some of you are getting on a plane to go meet someone or talk about a job offer. This could be many different things, but you will know best on what this is. I gotta clarify before I can give too much more here. For the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, this is messages of romance. Maybe there is a chance for a new relationship. You could also already potentially know this person. This could be a brand new person, but you may also know this person as well. So it could go either way. Now for a few of you, this won't resonate with all of you, but for a few of you it might. Sometimes this can indicate that you are considering taking like an ex-lover back. So that is a possibility for some of you. And if you need to be, if you need some help, this is a very good omen here, because you have devoted friends and family that are more than happy to help. But this is overall a good omen that things are changing for the better and in your favor. This can also indicate getting news of a birth of a child. Could even be getting news that someone you know that you're close to has just found out they're pregnant. This could even be an invitation to a wedding. Or this could even be receiving a message, whether it be email, text message, you know, a message on one of these social networks nowadays. You know, so many ways to message. You could be receiving a romantic message from someone. It might even contain poetry. You never know. Because whomever this will be very romantic, to say the least. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, we clarify the Sun in reverse position. We get the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is about financial security. And maybe some of your fears or negativity that you've been experiencing, or the setbacks that you've been experiencing, maybe they're related to issues of financial security. But I have a feeling that your foundation is more firm and stable than you realize. If you're focusing too much on what's negative and what's wrong, you want to stop that, okay? Because if you keep focusing on what's wrong and what's negative in your life, the more that you focus on it, the more that you will attract more negative situations to your life. Thoughts are things. Every thought we have has an energy. And essentially, we can give it a life force. So I would definitely say you guys need to be careful with your thoughts, okay? You got to stop any negative self-talk that you may be doing, okay? Don't focus on the negative either. Snap out of that pessimistic attitude as well. We can't be having that, okay? You guys are so much better than this. But I just feel like you guys are going through a lot of confusion right now. But let me tell you, I mean, if you think bad, bad is what you get. So please try to change your thought patterns. Now, I know that's easily said, okay? It's a lot easier to say it rather than doing it. But at least make the effort, because one positive thought is 10 times stronger than one negative thought, okay? So just give it a try. What do you got to lose? We clarify the Queen of Swords in the reverse position, which was the circumstances. And now we receive the Three of Pentacles. So, this could be an organized approach. More likely that an organized approach is absolutely needed here. You know, things are working in your favor. Sometimes this can indicate a group project. And sometimes this can also indicate that you've gotten acceptance into a group or an organization. You do have some mad skills, Pisces. And you're more competent than you think you are. So don't forget that. Don't talk yourself down. Don't let fear grab control of you, because fear will keep you in the same spot. Now, this is our focus, and it was the Temperance. Now it's clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. So, the Seven of Pentacles here, this is all about our money and where we've invested our money. Now, maybe working with others here can bring you a good harvest, a good return on your income. This can also indicate if you are involved in a court case that you will win. And this is great success after a whole lot of hard work. Some of you may be feeling a bit restless, and some of you might be considering making a change in your overall life direction. But Temperance is still saying all things in moderation, so you need to really plan things out and don't rush to judgment. Essentially, don't make an impulsive decision and act on it too quickly. You want to think things through all the way. But overall, this looks fantastic. Now, this is our most recent past, or what is passing us now, the Seven of Cups in reverse, which was a choice you had to make. Now we have the Seven of Swords in the reversed position. Now, the Seven of Swords, someone may have literally stolen something important from you. If so, an apology will be coming. Also with them admitting what they have done. But whatever was stolen from you will be returned. If it's possible, it will be returned. But either way, you're going to get an apology. If something was stolen from you, you will receive an apology no matter what. Now, okay, this is going to be for a few of you. This is not going to be for all of you. So, this can indicate that someone may have cheated on you. You don't want to assume this. If you're in a situation that you don't know anything about cheating, then don't jump the gun and assume that this is you, okay? Because I don't want you guys to let that thought get into your head and then potentially self-sabotage your relationship. But for those of you who are going through this, you know exactly who you are. Some of you may have experienced being cheated on by your partner or your spouse. And you just cannot let this go. And you shouldn't let this go. This person needs to take accountability for their actions. You know, especially if they want to have any chance in hell of moving forward with you. They have got to take accountability for their actions and own their shit, okay? And if they do not, don't waste another ounce of energy on this person, okay? If they can't own it, they ain't never gonna own anything they do wrong, and you don't need none of that. You guys deserve a whole lot better than that. Frankly, if it were me, I wouldn't put up with no cheating. I'd be like, you made your choice. Bye. But that's me. Everybody does things differently, and you have to do what you know is best for you, okay? Never lose sight of that. You can get all the advice in the world, you could get all of the readings in the world that you want, but ultimately you need to make your own decision based off what is right for you. Okay, now we clarify the Ace of Wands, which is your present. So what you are presently going through, the energy that represents the present. Now we've clarified it, and we have the Fool in the reverse position. So with this, a new start or a new direction in life, maybe a new relationship, a new job, a new project, you know, a creative venture that, you know, more than likely could be met with obstacles and delays. Don't make impulsive, foolish, or unwise decisions, okay? Think things through thoroughly. And are you lacking faith in yourself or in your new start? Don't give up. Just take a break. You need to rest. You know, reorganize your plan. Meditation would be extremely helpful here as well. Focused intent. Ace of Wands. You know, this is very focused intent, the creative spark. But the wands are all about being very focused. So yes, you know, take a break from this new start. Reorganize things with focused intent. And that might help get you moving forward again. Now we clarify the Six of Swords, and we get the Chariot in reverse position. Now, with the Chariot, the journey to better conditions are delayed, okay? Situations just might be out of control. There can also be a sense of unfairness that surround things. There could be some negative vibrations as well. But you really want to be careful to try to not force things, okay? Sometimes we're just ready to get things moving and going in the right direction, but you don't want to be too forceful here. And because you don't want to be considered overbearing, and sometimes if you're trying to use too much force, whether it be verbal force, mental force, physical force, you don't want to be considered overbearing. So yeah, I strongly caution you of that. Now, you need to be careful because someone around you, they may have a lack of concern and consideration for you, maybe even your family, and what you're going through. So you need to take a good look around and make sure that you are surrounded by people that are devoted to you, okay? Because you may have someone that is a secret hater, so to speak. You could have an enemy. And this enemy sometimes can be hidden, sometimes they're not hidden, but maybe they're just not exposed yet. But you need to be on the lookout for this. Now, another thing, don't get stuck in fear, okay? And negative thoughts, that just keeps you stuck. Because when the chariot is in the reverse, you can think of like our vehicle having a flat tire. We cannot move forward anymore. And fear can immobilize you, okay? And while I'm speaking of vehicles, for some of you who are trying to potentially take this journey to a better place, if you're using your car, you may experience some issues with your vehicle. So, some of you may need to be prepared to have to do some maintenance repairs. And for some of you, this can also be an indication of ill health. And the ill health is because you're stressing yourself out, and you're wearing yourself out mentally, physically, emotionally, and you need to take a break because you don't want to get any sicker than you have to, you know. So please do be careful. But overall, the chariot in reverse is calling for flexibility. Try to be flexible, go with the flow of changes, and try to have a positive attitude. You really need a positive attitude so that you can begin moving forward again. Because if you change your attitude, you can change everything. Because I feel like you guys are really... I feel like you guys are almost being targeted. I hate to use my words this way, but I mean, it's... You guys are just so confused. Scattered would be a good word. Scattered. Some of you may be feeling scattered. Unable to focus solely on one thing. But ultimately, most of you are in the grips of fear and negative self-talk and putting yourselves down, and you need to truly see all the wonderful, beautiful potential that lies within you, because I promise you it is in there. Stop hating on yourself, okay? That's not productive. Now, this was your attitude or your general viewpoint We had the Ten of Cups, and it's clarified by the moon. Now, the moon, your intuitions are definitely heightened. You need to pay attention to your dreams. Do you feel a big change coming? Hello, it's Pisces. I'm sure you do. Well, the moon card is definitely saying absolutely. You're right. Now, again, don't let fear control you. Sometimes this can indicate that you have emotions that you have repressed, that are from a past situation. And with the moon, these emotions, they're coming to the surface. You're going to have to deal with them and purge them, okay? So, if this happens, you need to deal with them so that you can work yourself out of it and be done with them, because you don't need to be carrying around emotions that are toxic to you, okay? And sometimes things are not always as they appear. So maybe on the outside it looks like you have a fantastic family life, but the truth of it is maybe you don't. Maybe things are a chaotic mess. That'll only resonate with some of you, okay? Not all of you, but for some of you, that will resonate. And again, this can indicate illusions and deceptions, negative self-talk. Yet again, you got to stop the negative, okay? But you need to be careful for any type of deceptions or illusions. Basically, go with your gut. Don't second guess that first initial gut feeling, because the moment that you second guess it and you start making excuses, then you just pushed yourself further away from what could be an absolute solution for you. But you know, your first gut feeling is always dead on right, which you guys know this. But sometimes, especially if this is concerning someone that you love, sometimes there's a tendency to allow them to deceive you, and then you forgive them, and then they just keep doing it, and then you just keep making excuses for their bad behavior, when you know deep down in you that this is not going to work, but yet you try to fight and resist it. Now that was an example, so don't take that too literal, okay? But I'm just saying, you guys want to see the best in everyone, and I love that about you guys. I admire that. And I'm that way too, but I do have a lot of my planets in Virgo. So unfortunately, I tend to get smacked back down to earth real quick. I can only get so far into it. But I want to see the best in everyone too. It's just, I'm compelled to go for the details and the facts, and overall, I just want to try to prevent you guys from getting hurt any more than you already have. I love Pisces. Now, Pisces, they'll either love me or hate me, you know. They're all different. You guys are all different. And, hey, not everyone's going to like everyone. But as for me, I love Pisces energy. I think we can learn a lot from each other. So, okay, I'll shut up now. Okay, we clarify the Queen of Wands, which is how other people see us. And we now have the Five of Wands in the reverse position. So, this definitely indicates that you guys were definitely having some conflicts, confusion, struggles, and a lot of conflicts. And now that it's in the reverse position, this indicates that you will be sitting down and solving your conflicts in a constructive, mature way. You'll be talking things out. And sometimes a good opportunity can come out of this situation. So, sometimes a conflict is necessary to get things going the right way. So, an opportunity may exist within solving this conflict. Just keep that in mind, okay? Okay, this was our hopes and fears type position. We had the Hanging Man, now we have the Nine of Cups. Well, this is absolutely a hopes position, okay? Because the Nine of Cups is your wish, it's fulfilled, it comes true. Whatever you want, it is yours. So this is absolutely the hope cards here, for sure. At least you guys are hopeful. Now we clarify the Eight of Wands, which was our final outcome card, and now we get the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles, this could indicate that maybe you might have lost an opportunity. Maybe an opportunity slipped right past you. But this can also indicate a delay in starting a new project. And you need to be really careful about investing money. And if you do have an investment type of offer from someone, you need to do some extensive investigative type of homework on this person or this company. You need to really dig into the background, okay? Because you want to make sure you have all the facts. Because sometimes things will be offered to you that on the surface, they look too good to be true. And, well, in this particular case, they could end up being too good to be true, and I really don't want to see you guys get set back by that, if you don't have to be. These are the minor cards, so these can be changed. You can simply turn this upright by choosing to be grounded and to focus and to thoroughly investigate your opportunity. Don't leave any leaf unturned, okay? Investigate everything that you can dig, okay? This could also be a job offer, but if you just simply change one action or a way that you've been thinking, you can turn these cards around to where they serve you better. But we've really got to get out of that negative self-talk, because I've had so many cards that are showing that you guys are very susceptible to depression right now, and a lot of you guys are having issues with negative self-talk. So again, be careful of any type of financial investments. Even be careful of, sometimes you may get offered a job offer that sounds fabulous. They may even promise it to you, and then all of a sudden in the last moments it falls through. So you really got to be careful. And you also want to make sure that you do not overextend yourself financially. You know, if one of these goals happens to be a creative endeavor that you want to go on, wonderful. Just make sure that you do not overextend yourself financially. You know, I always say, hope for the best, but prepare for the unexpected and the worst, okay? And that way you're not ever too caught off guard. I know that sounds negative, don't it? But unfortunately, it's just how things have gone for me, so I just tend to figure out what's the worst case scenario. Okay. Now I know. Let's move forward cautiously. Okay, you may also need to reevaluate and modify some of your plans in order to achieve a goal. You know, focus on the details. Planning, okay? There's like super emphasis on planning. You don't want to rush into something without thinking it through, or rushing in on an impulse, because that can be really, really bad. And if I can help you to not fall into one of those holes, I'd love to be able to help you. So that's why I'm giving so many different options here with this card, because I want to help you guys try to avoid whatever pitfall this may be. You know, but if somebody offers you something financially, especially if they promise it, do not rely on that, okay? Do not rely on it. And it is, hey, it might come through, but as sure as you rely on them and you expect it to, it won't. So do not rely on any promises. And, you know, maybe ask for advice from someone that you know that you can trust. You know, if you get offered something, you know, maybe talk this over with some friends that you know that you can trust, and they've proven that you can trust them. You know, you really want to be careful of who you share things with, you know, because, you know, right here it shows that somebody's definitely opposed to you right now. So, you know, this you could have an enemy. They could be a hidden enemy. This could be literally a wolf in sheep's clothing right now. Or they could be, you know, be a plain outright enemy that you know about. So just be careful. But, you know, maybe ask advice, you know, of the people that you know that you can count on. Ask what they think in regards to the opportunities that come your way. Because I know that you guys got plenty of people around you that are more than willing to help. Don't be afraid to ask for that help, though, okay? Now, for the bottom of the deck, look at this beautiful card, the Star. You couldn't ask for a better card here, so the Star, this is courage, hope, inspiration from above. A wish come true. Great love is given and received here. And this card just oozes faith, okay? You know, everything changes for the better when the Star appears. Anything that you wish for can literally just manifest. So, I mean, this is a fantastic card to have. I mean, I know it's been rough, okay? If I have come across as stern or maybe overly negative, I do apologize. But look at this. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this is a blessing. An absolute blessing. Keep the faith. Don't let that fear get in your way. Because when you have faith, anything you want can come to you. Okay, let's see what the Love Oracle says. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Ooh, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's nice. Okay, let's clarify. King of Earth. Oh, that's good. Yay, the Chariot comes back out and it's upright this time. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, yay. Okay. I'm so excited for you guys. Okay. Some of you do need to free yourself, okay? Some of you have been tied down to a relationship that you have simply just outgrown. And some of you just need to free yourself and take back control of your life. Just because someone is familiar doesn't mean that you have to stay with them. Because there are so many fish in the sea, Pisces. You can always find another, okay? Now, this is clarified by the King of Earth. So the Earth element, which could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Not that someone with these signs will be involved, but it's possible. Generous, professional, responsible, and practical. The King of Earth, let me tell you, this is the person that if you need any financial advice, this is your king right here. This king knows. He knows the right answers. He is very good with money. A successful time. Confidently accept opportunities you are offered. The Midas touch. Ooh, that is fabulous. So, for some of you guys, you will be working to free yourself. And the opportunity will present itself and you will be able to get free. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And it's clarified by the Chariot in the upright position. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. But this also means triumph, victory. So let your friends help you because the victory could be there. There's no could about it. It will be. I'm very happy for these Love Oracle cards for you guys because Because I feel like some of you guys are dealing with a relationship that is just not good. Not all of you, okay? But like I said up here, some of you are with somebody that's been going out of the relationship. And you need to free yourself. I mean, it's totally up to you. You know what's best for you, but some of you may need to free yourself of that. Now, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And the whole Page of Cups here, you know, you could be getting romantic messages. You may find out someone has a thing for you and wants to be with you. And that could develop into this. Now we have the clarifying card is the Wheel of Fortune. A time of positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. Hello! Thank you, God. Y'all are lucky. So see, we made it through the negativity, but we have found some positive. I mean, there's plenty of positive up here too. Don't get me wrong. There is positive. Now I know I've done a lot of banging on you need to be positive. But there's a lot of truth to that. Like I said, you get what you think. And if your thoughts are predominantly negative, then you're going to attract negative situations. Change your thoughts and you can change your whole entire life just by choosing to have positive thoughts over negative thoughts. Now, it's not at all a solution for every single problem in life because we still go through things, okay? Some things are just fated. They're inevitable. We must deal with them. And that's for our soul to learn and to grow. You know, but there are a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily have to go through if you just try to be more positive. Which generally you guys are very positive. But I feel like a lot of you guys have been affected by depression and confusion and just uncertainty on which way to go. But you're really not lost, Pisces, because you have a fabulous inner compass within. You have an amazing intuition. You don't even really need to verbally communicate with somebody. All you really need to do is just be quiet. And it's almost like you know what they're thinking. You know, Pisces, the Page of Cups, can be an empath. A lot of times there are a lot of Pisces that are empaths. I'm a Virgo, and I'm an empath as well. So, when you're an empath, you can feel other people's feelings and emotions. And sometimes it's really crazy because if you don't know that you're an empath, you can be in a great mood and then all of a sudden 30 seconds later you're in a horrible mood and you have no idea why. You could be walking through the store happily shopping and then all of a sudden you're in a bad mood. And that's because you're picking up on someone else's feelings. And if some of you are hearing this and you're just now realizing that you might be an empath, definitely go to Google, even YouTube. YouTube has a bunch of videos about empaths and what our abilities are, and something else you might want to study up on is the empath and narcissistic, because when you're an empath, narcissists are automatically attracted to you. So yeah, okay, I'm going to shut up now. Alright, well, looks like things are going to work out fabulously. I mean, this right here is amazing. So, In the meantime, I'm sending you massive blessings of healing, prosperity, and so much love, Pisces. And I will talk to you guys next month.